What's good everybody, it's Sean here and I am back today to give you guys a review of the Under Armour Forge 96 Suede in the black colorway. First off, a big thank you goes out to Under Armour Canada for sending me over this pair. As of today when I'm filming this, these actually haven't officially released yet, but I suspect that the release date should be soon around the corner. Similar to the other colorways of the Forge 96 that also didn't drop in Canada, I haven't heard if this version will drop in Canada either, but I do know that these will retail for $120 US. So the Forge 96 is another step from Under Armour into the lifestyle sneaker market. The number 96 represents the year 1996 that Under Armour was founded as a company, and as a result, this shoe has a very dad shoe or 90s aesthetic to it. So jumping straight into the shoe, the base layer of the shoe, as you can see in the toe box area, this is constructed out of a white mesh. Underneath the mesh, we have this nylon liner, so it's not as airy or as breathable as it could be. Circling the mesh toe box, we have this overlay of 3M in black, and then rounding out the edge of the toe box, we have this hit of dark gray suede. These different shapes of suede paneling covers along the midfoot of the shoe as well, and as you can see, we have this exposed piece of mesh in this triangle shape, along with more overlays of 3M. Around the back ankle collar area, again we have more of this white mesh, and then taking a look at the very back of the shoe, so we have this suede overlay with this Under Armour logo debossed, along with this black TPU stabilizer along the bottom. Running up the center area of the shoe where the eyelets are, the middle eyelets are covered in this lighter gray suede. So the tongue is constructed in two parts, so the bottom half is made out of that same gray suede with these perforations found throughout, and then the top half of the tongue is done in that darker gray suede, once again with this Under Armour logo debossed at the top. Overlaid on top of the tongue, we have your standard flat style lace in black. So the interior of the shoe is actually a lot thinner than I would have expected. Typically with dad shoes, you kind of expect that the collar area has a lot more padding, but for these Forge 96s, this is actually quite thin. Moving on to the insoles, so these come with a pretty padded black colored insole, and then on the heel we have the Under Armour logo in white. So the upper of these Forge 96s sits atop this full-length EVA foam midsole. This is colored in like a slightly off-white shade, and it's super thick, especially underneath the heel. Circling the back heel, we have this hit of red, which gives it a very nice pop. Turning these over to the bottom, so here we have a completely blacked out rubber outsole. It features this triangular shaped traction pattern, and it has these triangular holes throughout the bottom half of the outsole, which exposes the foam cushioning underneath. From a sizing standpoint, so typically I find that Under Armour sneakers run a little bit snug, so as a result, I typically ask for a size 10.5. My feet measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and for these shoes, Under Armour Canada sent me these in a 10.5. So when I tried these on, these definitely felt a little bit bigger than I would have liked, and I suspect that it's because of that, because this inner liner, as I mentioned earlier, is very thin. So I'd recommend sticking true to size or going even a half size down for these Forge 96s. Comfort wise, so these were actually a pretty comfortable sneaker. These definitely felt very well cushioned, and interestingly enough, because this heel portion is so high, it kind of gave me like a forward rocking sensation, similar to the Nike Zoomfly SP. From a quality and construction standpoint, so it didn't feel like it was anything super exceptional. The suede on the upper was pretty nice, but I felt like there was some craftsmanship issues, specifically some glue stains on the shoe, and a bad paint job with this red accent color around the back heel. Again, it's nothing too serious, just some minor issues that I noticed. So with all that being said, now let me lace up these Forge 96s and I'll show you guys how these look on feet. So personally, I'm not sure how to gauge this dad shoe trend. Has it reached its peak? Is it on the downfall? Or is there still more room for growth? Regardless though, I think it's a positive sign to see Under Armour jumping more into the lifestyle market, especially to change the consumer perception of their brand as purely a performance-oriented brand. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of these Forge 96 Suedes. Personally, I found that the original colorways that dropped this past August were a bit nicer, and I'm not sure how well suede goes on this shoe, but again, that's just my opinion. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Give me a follow on Instagram at esco8, check out my Twitter at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. Before I sign off, another huge thank you goes out to Under Armour Canada for always showing love, and until next time, I'll catch you guys in my next video.